Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hello everyone, Craig here with another great business to discuss on this episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. Today's guest is Kate, and she's selling her display advertising, Amazon Associates, and affiliate business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. So welcome to the show, Kate. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really great. How are you?
I'm doing great too. Thank you for asking. And I'm looking forward to talking more about your business. But before we dive in, let's go over a brief summary of the business. It's a display advertising, Amazon Associates and affiliate business in the travel niche, created in October 2017. The average monthly revenue for the business is $28,112, and it makes an average of $25,733 net profit each month. For everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 55257 to learn more about the business, or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So now that I've given a general overview of the business, let's have a look at what's included in the sale. We have the domain including all site content and files, an email list with 830 subscribers, SOPs, social media accounts for Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube and Amazon, and freelancer contacts. Okay, Kate, now let's hear from you. Can you tell us a little about your background in building and running online businesses?
Sure. This was actually my first affiliate marketing website, so I am pretty new to this specific space. Prior to this, I worked as a graphic designer and a web designer in a marketing agency. I also did a lot of freelance graphic design work. So with this business, I've really just been learning as I go along, I guess.
So I guess you've been able to apply some of that experience. How did you sort of apply some of that experience to starting this business from the bottom?
Well, I started this website as more of an informational blog to help other people out because I was living a particular lifestyle that there was not a lot of information that could easily be found about online. There were a lot of people sharing tips about this lifestyle on social media, but there weren't a lot of people with websites based around the subject. So I thought that would be a fun way to kind of just share my experience with the world. It started off, honestly, as more of a personal blog. I was just sharing tips, and because I really enjoy graphic design and stuff like that, I was including a lot of just infographics and little fun graphics along with my posts. As the blog grew and the audience got larger, I became aware of kind of the affiliate marketing space, and I started looking into different ways to monetize it. That's when I started listening to various podcasts and reading SEO forums and stuff like that, and realizing that there was a way that I could actually make a pretty good living off of this if I could continue to grow it.
Excellent. So it's been sort of a passion project for you. It's great that you've been able to monetize that. And in terms of the monetizations, I see it's monetized by advertising at Amazon Associates and affiliate. Can you just tell us how you sort of introduced those monetizations and how they help make their business make money?
Yeah, this website actually has a pretty even split between affiliate revenue and display ad revenue. Like I said in the beginning, I was really just writing a lot of informational content. So through various blogging groups, I became aware of Mediavine, and I actually hit the threshold for that pretty quickly because I had been sharing some of my content on Pinterest. Once I got into Mediavine, I started earning right away, and Mediavine has a big Facebook group where people will share other tips on how they make money too, and affiliate marketing seemed to be a way that a lot of people were earning additional income. So I really started diving into affiliate marketing, and a lot of the informational articles on the website were how-to guides and stuff like that. So I was able to really easily just tie in products into existing articles, and that was just a really quick way to start earning extra money.
Yeah, you already had the content there and you were just able to add in the monetizations pretty easily, it sounds like. I see the site has got a DR of 43 and you've diversified the traffic across the pages well. So did you do all the SEO work on the site yourself?
For the most part. I know that link building is something that's definitely important to grow a website, but I really don't enjoy link building at all. So there were various times where I had used different freelancers or services to kind of do shotgun skyscraper type articles and stuff like that. So I did put a little bit of money into link building, and then I also did guest posting on various websites myself as well.
Okay, that's really interesting. With regards to the traffic, I see you've got quite a substantial chunk of your traffic comes from social. Could you tell us a little bit about that? Is that predominantly from Pinterest?
Yeah, I think about 20% of the traffic comes from social, and that is almost entirely from Pinterest. I use Tailwind Smart Loop a lot. I never really got involved with the Tailwind tribes because it just seems like a lot of work to work with other people. But with the Smart Loop, all of my blog posts, because I came from a graphic design background, have a ton of really nice images. So it's really easy just to add each of those images after I post it to the Smart Loop, and then it'll just keep reposting itself every few weeks. So it's pretty hands-off once you add in the new blog post content each month.
Excellent. Yeah, that's great how you've set up that sort of system to automate some of the marketing. And about the market, what are some other ways that you market the business?
I've been marketing it mainly through SEO, but this is also a very, very visual niche. So there are a lot of different ways that you can market it on social media. The niche is fairly large on Instagram, which is how a lot of people do it, but I'm not really that into Instagram. We have about 30,000 followers on Instagram and 12,000 on Facebook. And then our Pinterest account has 60,000 followers. So there is a lot of potential there for someone who wants to get more involved with social media. But I've really been focused on just keyword research.
Gotcha. Yeah, it sounds like the business has some great marketing assets associated with it. And it sounds like a well set up business. So naturally, I'm curious as to why you're selling it right now.
Yeah, so my original intent was to keep the website. I've really been building it with long-term growth in mind. However, the website has gotten a lot larger than I ever really expected it to get. And I'm not someone who is really interested in hiring a team or managing a bunch of people to work on it. So I feel like now is really a good time to pass it off to someone that can take it to the next level, to a place where I can't really get it just working on it by myself. At the same time, I have 2 kids under the age of 2 right now, and we're also in the process of building a house. So I just don't have the mental energy to run it. And so I would rather just kind of cash out while I can and not have all of our eggs just in one basket right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm sure 2 kids under 2 will take a lot of mental energy as it is, never mind having a business too. So it makes a lot of sense. With regards to the business, is there anything you've learned from this business that you would apply to future sites or businesses?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, this was my first project. So when I started it, I really didn't know anything. Like a lot of my early posts, I did not keyword research at all. I was just writing whatever I felt like writing. It's really come a long way from the beginning. I also totally had shiny object syndrome in the beginning. So I was kind of just getting ideas and trying random things instead of focusing on content. As far as growing it in the future, the new owner really just needs to put out like content, and more content. This website has a really high RPM from Mediavine, so the more posts that you can get out there, the better. One of the big problems that I've had with the site is that it's so near and dear to my heart that I just want to be involved with every aspect of the business. I'd probably take 10 times longer to write a blog post than necessary for everything because I'm a perfectionist. And I think if someone were to come in with just a team of writers that could crank out content a lot faster than I could, they could really grow the website exponentially.
So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Is there anything you tried with the site that didn't work out for you?
No, I wouldn't say that there was too much that didn't work out for me. In the beginning, I saw a lot of people in this niche. It was pretty big on Instagram. So I thought the way to make a lot of money was through sponsored posts and working with companies. And I pretty quickly realized that working with individual companies is a lot of work. They don't want to pay very much, or they want to just give you free products. And that's probably just not the best way to go about making money. Once I realized that you can make a lot more with starting a website, that's where things really exploded. So I think I haven't really focused much on the social media since I kind of abandoned that idea.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we touched upon these a bit, but if you were to keep the business, what are some ways that you would try to grow it?
So like I said, this website has really high RPM with Mediavine. In some months, it's over $50 RPM. So the more content that you can put out there, the more money you can make. So I haven't put much time into growing an email list at all. So that's a big way that someone could grow this website quickly. I just don't enjoy writing emails, so it's not something that I've done. I've also, out of pure laziness, just kept using Amazon affiliate links, even though there are a lot of affiliate programs out there where you could get much higher commissions or negotiate with individual managers for higher rates. Our website is pretty well known in this niche. We get contacted by larger brands on a weekly or monthly basis who are interested in working with us through either sponsored product posts or something like that. In general, I'm just not interested in writing that type of content. I think it's kind of boring and it takes a lot of time, but there is definitely an opportunity there for the right person who wants to take on that type of project. This is also kind of a low competition niche. I'd like to say that I got pretty lucky getting in on the ground floor of this. There still honestly aren't a lot of huge competitors in this space. Like, we're probably one of the larger websites in this niche right now. So I think it would be pretty easy to continue adding more content and getting more out of the site.
Absolutely. Yeah, it sounds like you've kind of established yourself as one of the leaders with the social media presence and your standings and SEO rankings and SEO strength of the website and things like that. So that's really great stuff. As for the day-to-day work on the business, can you describe the amount and type of work you do on this business for maintenance?
Yeah, so since having the kids, this website has been mostly flying on autopilot for the last 18 months or so. The main thing I'm doing right now is writing new blog posts or editing blog posts that I order from word agents. Some of the affiliate content I don't enjoy writing, so I do order that, and then I'm kind of a stickler for the information being correct, so I do probably spend way too much time editing that content after I get it back. I'm also been just kind of creating custom graphics because I'm a graphic designer and it's fun for me to do. So I've just been doing a lot of little things to make each post as good as it can possibly be. So most of my day has just been on keyword research and adding new content.
Yeah, that's it. I guess the content quality is certainly what have helped you out with SEO and those advertising conversion rates. And I guess it's good that your freelancer contacts are included in the sale because they might be used to your writing style, what type of content fits well on the website. So yeah, I guess that's good for a business buyer to have. But as for the business buyer, what skills or requirements do you think there are for someone who's not familiar with this niche or business model?
Well, I think I've already covered a lot of the hard topics in the niche, the ones that are more difficult to work out. I've lived this lifestyle myself, so I really already wrote a lot of specific posts about how to live the lifestyle. At this point, there's a lot you can do with just adding more product-based or affiliate articles because this niche is very, very product heavy. So I think just the more product articles you can add, or someone who doesn't know a lot about the topic, this website is so broad that you could really go a lot of different directions with it. There's a lot of different information online about related niches that could easily be tied into this that I think anyone could write. I don't know if that answers the question.
No, it's absolutely fine. Yeah, that answered perfectly. Great stuff. So what do you think are the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
Well, I've been putting it together as a long-term business. So everything I've done has been really white hat. I've tried to play by the rules as much as possible. I think with any one of these types of websites, you're kind of at the mercy of a Google algorithm update or Amazon cutting its affiliate rates. But because the revenue streams are kind of 50-50 between the two, I think it's a pretty stable business. I haven't really had any big negative impacts from Google algorithm updates in the past 4 years or so. So I'm not really too concerned about that myself. But of course, everyone can be concerned about the hammer coming down at some point.
Yeah, you certainly set up the business well to mitigate those external risks. So overall, in putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
So this is really a growing industry, and it's something that's here to stay. During the pandemic, this niche experienced massive amount of growth, which I wouldn't have necessarily expected, but it did, and it kind of just shows that the direction that things are headed. It's a really unique niche in that it attracts all kinds of readers. Well-off, affluent people, broke college students, they all want to be involved in this type of niche. And there are different tiers of products to buy, no matter how much money someone's willing to spend. And if they're not willing to spend anything, there's a lot of informational articles that can help them out. And you can earn through ad revenue in that way as well. I just think that this is a great business with just exponential growth. There are hundreds of thousands of words that you could rank for in this space. And I've honestly just been working on it by myself this whole time, and I think someone with a team could really take advantage of that and grow it much larger than it currently is.
So yeah, it's really solid points. So regarding the sale of this business, then, would you commit to a non-compete?
Yes, I would. I've been in this space for so long, I'm ready to take a break and just kind of start something else.
Yeah, makes sense. And how much support are you willing to offer buyers? Are you going for the standard 30 days of email and Skype support?
I'm willing to go longer with 2 months of email support and 1 or 2 Skype calls along the way.
Oh, it's great for a buyer to know they're going to get that extra support for the transition of the sale. And are you open to negotiating something like an earnout?
Yeah, I had been thinking about this for a while, and I'm very confident that the right person can grow this site much larger than it currently is. I think the biggest roadblock to growth so far has been me because I'm a single person. So I'm almost positive this is just going to continue its upward trajectory. And because of that, I'm definitely open to an earnout type scenario.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to share that I might have missed?
I think I can just say that this whole time I've been really focused on quality content. Every article has been put through the ringer in terms of editing and making sure it's accurate. A lot of the articles have custom infographics. Some of them have custom videos. I've really tried to set it up for long-term growth. I've done everything white hat. I've tried to do just guest posting for links and stuff like that to get it out there. It has a lot of social media following, which could be utilized with the right person. I haven't even attempted to start an email list or anything like that yet. So I think there's a lot of room for growth, which I think makes it a great website.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for your time, Kate. It's been great talking to you.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 55257. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.